How's it going, movie and TV fans? Welcome back to another review on the channel, and welcome back to the start of our Halloween Halloween week special review series. So today, this week is obviously the week of Halloween. So we're going to be putting reviews on the channel from Wednesday, today, all the way through to Sunday, the 31st of October, with a double Halloween special on that day, being Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills reviews, which are currently set to premiere on the channel. So go set a reminder, join the premiere and stuff like that. But today we're starting that Halloween week off with the first half of the Halloween franchise, and next Halloween we'll have the second half. So by that mean, I'll just explain what that means. Basically today and this week, well, obviously this review is Halloween 2, you've clicked on it, but today, Wednesday, is Halloween 2, Thursday is Halloween 3, Friday is Halloween 4, Saturday is Halloween 5, and then Sunday is Halloween 18, Halloween Kills, and then next Halloween in 2021, the specials will be Halloween 6, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween 2007, and Halloween 2 2009. Haven't got idea, and probably Halloween Ends will be the special next year. So yeah. But today we're talking about Halloween 2, the first sequel to the original 1978 classic. Now, I've seen this movie twice. I saw it once after I had recorded the Halloween 1978 review, and then I've seen it now because for review purposes, obviously, I've got to watch the film again and that. But I think as far as sequels go, it's quite impressive that this is as good as it is in terms of movie sequels. I think it's a very enjoyable flick. It's less of a trying to do the same thing the first one did, and more of a continuation, and definitely in the visual style, which director Rick Rosenthal's definitely tried to have the same visual style and shot types and stuff as the original, to make it feel like it's not a sequel. It's basically just a continuation of the last movie, which is exactly what this movie is. Obviously, not being directed by John Carpenter has its flaws, but he still does the original score with help from Alan Holworth, who would go on to help him for the third film and then compose for 4, 5 and 6. So there's that. I do think this movie does the same thing almost that Halloween Kills does, in that it has Laurie Strode bedridden for a huge chunk of the movie, much more here than she is in Halloween Kills, might I add, which is definitely a missed opportunity, but I suppose it was to focus on other characters and stuff, and I think primarily this movie's focus is Dr. Loomis opposed to Laurie Strode, whereas the first movie was dead set focus on Laurie Strode, which is an interesting way to go about it, focusing on Dr. Loomis. And then obviously there's the whole big reveal that Laurie Strode is Michael Myers' sister, which was completely retconned in the 2018 Halloween. This movie didn't happen in that timeline. But if you want a little bit of history, I suppose, this movie was originally conceived, well, actually the Halloween franchise was originally conceived as an anthology series. And this movie, Halloween 2, was going to be one of those anthology movies about something different. But because of how successful the first one was, Carpenter agreed to do a sequel to that movie with Michael Myers, and then have the third one be its own special thing, which did happen with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And Halloween 4 was going to be a ghost story, but because of how unsuccessful that Halloween 3 was at the box office, they decided to bring back Michael Myers in 1988 for Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. And Michael Myers has been the protagonist of the series ever since, with Halloween 3 being not a black sheep, but a movie that doesn't exist in any of the timelines other than its own one, because it takes place in a separate universe from the rest of these movies. Because we know this because in Halloween 3 there's a segment where one of the characters is sat at a bar watching a TV screen, and an advertisement comes on for the original Halloween 1978. So we know this takes place in an alternate universe. Also, John Carpenter has stated on many occasions that that movie takes place in an alternate universe as well. So there's that. But Halloween 2 is just, I think it's definitely well structured, well shot. The music's fantastic. It definitely does its job of being a continuation opposed to a sequel. And music is always top notch, as it always usually is from John Carpenter. And yeah, I just think the movie as a whole is just a lot of fun. It's definitely a great continuation of the story. I think, like I said, the one thing one of the things that's weak about this movie is the fact that Laurie Strode is bedridden for a huge chunk of the runtime of this movie. I can't look past that. I'm sorry, but it just feels weird. It just feels weird. But yeah. It does a great job of, you know, being a continuation. Like I said, it's very well shot, it's very well edited, it's very well paced, it's a good sequel, it's a good continuation of the first movie, instead of being a flat out sequel. Donald Pleasance is great, Jamie Lee Curtis is great as usual. There's one scene that I think you'll see in a clip of it now, where it gets quite dark. Well, I say dark, it just takes an interesting turn, and that's the scene where Loomis thinks he spots Michael, and then this person who's not Michael runs out into the road, and a police car comes and the driver doesn't see him. He runs over the person in the street and crashes into a van that explodes, and the person then burns alive. It's a bit fucking dramatic, if you ask me, but it does do its job, and I think, you know, it definitely sets the groundwork for a lot of what happens in this movie, and it definitely sets Loomis's character in an interesting direction as well. But yeah, this has been my review of Halloween 2, released in 1981, the first sequel to the original Halloween, and a follow-up to the original. I think it does all the things right that it sets to do. It's a great continuation of the original, but it's not as good as the original, as it never was going to be. But in terms of sequels, it's still enjoyable. And join us tomorrow where we talk about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the Halloween specials. And then next week, the week after Halloween, is going to be the Wes Anderson week, where I go through some more Wes Anderson movies that aren't the Grand Budapest Hotel or French Dispatch just yet. So that'll be what we're talking about next week. And then hopefully there'll be another week where I do the couple of other Wes Anderson movies that I can't cover next week because they're not available on Disney Plus and or other places. So that's Bottle Rocket, Moonrise Kingdom, and obviously the French Dispatch, which is now on Disney Plus or anything like that. So yeah, next week is Wes Anderson week, stay tuned for that. And the week after that, one of the movies I've already decided for that week is going to be Queen and Slim, because I saw it yesterday, and I saw it a couple of days ago in the cinema. I loved it. I thought it's an absolutely fantastic movie, so that's the movie I'm going to be covering. And I think on that week as well, I'll also be covering the original Blade, so stay tuned for that shit. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to check out all those things, and stay tuned for the rest of our Halloween special, and stay spooky, everyone. Have a wonderful Halloween, and stay super spooky. Bye bye for now.